Hi, I'm Aidan Rodley and this is Mainland Matters, our focus on Southern racing. Great to have your company this week. We're going to start off with a look at what's going on in the jockeys room in the south at the moment. We did see on Sunday at Far Lap Raceway, Jason Laking taking a fall. He was just basically interfered with and he hit the deck. Now, I've spoken to Jason this morning. Doctors are suggesting he's having 2 weeks off. He'll have to go and get x-rays this week as well, but we won't probably see Jason for the majority of June, maybe even into July. So he's got a bit of a stand down. Akshay Baloo, another one. Remember he broke his leg last year. He's been in and had surgery on his leg just to remove the plates and screws resulting from that fall. He's hoping to be back at Oamaru on the 25th of June. So good to see him back and bringing some depth back into that Southern jockeys room as well. Because we do have a few of them on the move. Jake Lowry, Sam Wynn, Tina Komanyahi have all travelled offshore, and Kavish Chowdhury, well, he will be riding at one further meeting before he goes offshore. He'll be away as well, so it does leave a decent hole in that Southern jockeys room at the moment as well. Okay, further news, we've seen that the South Island filly of the year, Reputa Bell, who won those 4 races earlier on this year, will make the move to Flemington trainer Michael Moroney, of course, dual country trainer in Michael Moroney. Reputa Bell was so impressive in winning a couple of races, including the listed Airs Freight Stakes at Wingatui, scored by 6 lengths that day, really impressive, and then went to Riccarton and won the NZB Insurance Stakes as well. So a couple of really nice wins. She leaves after running 3rd last time out in the listed War Step Stakes, stepping up to 2,000 metres. So she did a really good job for Christchurch trainers Michael and Matthew Pittman, but will now head offshore, as we said, to Michael Moroney. Chance for us to look back now on Sunday's meeting from Far Lap Raceway. It was the Waimati Cup meeting, and we'll take you first of all to that Waimati Cup and have a look at the performance of Vague. Bring this up at this point. So at this point, Lisa Allpress sticks to the inside. You can see the run from Miss Tabby out wider on the track, and these two really did set down for quite an engaging fight in the end. Just in behind them is Extremis, who's the stablemate of the winner. Now, it's a really momentous win as well, because the trainer of our winner is Len Stewart. He turns 90 this week. He won the race last year with Take a Deal, and under a really savvy Lisa Allpress ride, she stuck to the inside and was rewarded. So super win from Vague in the feature. That was the Waimati Cup, and Lisa Allpress with success there. And we say happy birthday as well to Len Stewart. What an occasion for him to get a second Waimati Cup win, and on the occasion basically of his 90th birthday. Next up we want to have a look at, take you into race 5. So earlier in the day, one of the most impressive wins, maiden wins in the south that I've seen for a while. So we're going to pick them up here, probably in about 8th spot at the moment is Surcharge. So you're looking around here to the horse in the Terry Ray colours. So Lisa Allpress is a long way off them. You can see in the white cap out wider is Global Beauty, who goes up, hits the front of horse who we have been focusing on here on the Mainland Matters as well. Stakes Place was a contender in a Group 1 1,000 guineas. But look at the way that Surcharge swallows her up late. Really, really impressive this day under Lisa Allpress. I've spoken to Terry Ray. There's obviously interest in this horse from offshore. She'll probably head to a grass track meeting either at Oamaru or Riccarton in the next one, but potentially we'll see this horse in Hong Kong further down the track, but really impressive there, Surcharge. Earlier in the day though, here's another one who was pretty impressive as well. We'll take you back to Taramia Lad, who travelled in 5th spot under Michael McNabb. And you can see the horse just going up at the 450 metre mark and hitting the front, and then we just see what this horse is made of. Just goes through the gears and gets them by, in the end, 9 lengths, prepared by Alice Winslow at Gore. Had put the riding on the wall with some really nice sectionals at the previous start at Wingatui, but you look at the way this horse hits the line, pretty outrageous in the end. A really impressive win there, Taramia Lad, and that was in the second of the card coming through from Far Lap Raceway on Saturday. And the other race we want to have a look at will take you back to race 9, and it's more about the jockey than the horse, this one. So we'll pick up LB Jack, and you can see here coming 4 wide under Chris Carmine. Now, Chris's last win was in the 2010-2011 season, so it's been a long time between drinks. He hadn't been riding for most of that. He came back earlier on this year, and this is his 37th ride here, and he guides LB Jack to success for Russell Mackay and Ashley Harrington. So more about the occasion for the jockey than the horse, but a terrific win for Chris, and great to see him back and adding some depth, much needed depth into that South Island jockeys room as well. Okay, chance for us to look ahead now to Thursday's Riccarton meeting on the Poly track. Another good meeting there. We found a couple for you which I'm thinking were just unlucky runners last time out who you could consider at nice each way prices for Thursday's meeting. So the first of those, let's take you back to race 6 from the last Poly meeting. This is a race won by Santissima. Yamuna's come out of that race. Talking Yamuna as well, Andrew Carson saying that horse could now be set for a Group 3 Winter Cup after winning really nicely at Far Lap Raceway on Sunday. It was, of course, we had tipped out on last week's Mainland Matters as well. So at this point, let's pick up Da Vinci Girl. So it's in the white cap here, in between runners, looking for racing room this day under Diego Monte de Oca. Looks for the run there on the outside, can't find it, and has just stopped in his tracks basically at the 250 metre mark. So has to go back, eased off heels at this point, and then brought wider at the 150 and closes off pretty well. Obviously, Star Ballot, the stablemate, goes past in the closing stages to take 6th position, but really not fully tested that day was Da Vinci Girl, and goes around in that 65 fillies and mares race, which is race 6 on the Poly track on Thursday. And the other one we just wanted to take in is a horse who ran, would you believe, 13th of 14 this day. So let's pick up the horse here in the Pitman colours, but in the checkered cap, and this is Wild Like. So just have to go up in the irons there to Cabbage Chowdhury, because he just couldn't find a way through. Looking for a run at this point, and just runs up the backside of another runner, and in the end has to be eased off heels. And by this stage, the race is gone, and you can see there in the closing stages, he's basically sat up and eased his horse down, Kavish, on the twin shot. So probably needs to improve a little bit on what we've seen so far, but definitely unlucky last time out, and goes around in race 7 on the Poly track on Thursday. So a couple there, Da Vinci Girl race 6 and a twin shot race 7, just a couple that you might want to consider at longer each way prices for Thursday's meeting. Okay, nothing on the email this week for videos, but do email us and we'll try and get something through for you next week. Aidan.Rodley@tab.co.nz. We'll see you on next week's Mainland Matters.